humans have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and We All Fall Down, the series where we take on all of our primary targets and eliminate them in accident falls or falling object kills. And today we are in Whittleton Creek, and we'll be starting at the default location, and we're going to be bringing with us our silenced pistol and our ever trusty lockpick. So, right from the start and off the bat, we have 2 targets and 3 clues to deal with, and the easiest way we can do most of that quite early on is by acquiring ourselves a change of disguise, namely the Exterminator outfit. So we're going to run straight past Nolan Cassidy's house. Behind the Exterminator van we find the Exterminator himself. We're going to render him unconscious, grab the keys that he drops, most notably Nolan Cassidy's. We're going to hide the Exterminator in the bushes, take his outfit, and then we're going to run down to the end of the road where the creek is, and there is a construction zone here. And in the green shipping container we will find, once we've lockpicked our way through the door, a insecticide vial or bottle. This is basically a sedative poison. So once we have that poison, we're going to retrace our steps now back through Mr. Batty's garden, and we're going to gather up a couple of the clues we require. So the first one will be in the shed just here by the window. We're going to grab the shovel as well, the shovel, not the shuffle, and we're going to head to the Frog Wilderness, or the Frog Sanctuary, and just around about here somewhere we will find a little spot where we can dig, and we can dig up our second clue. So we already have 2 of our clues taken care of, and everything we need to eliminate one of our targets. So we're going to quickly pull out our silenced pistol, take care of the camera on the side of Nolan Cassidy's house, jump over the fence and render the patrolling guard in the garden unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the bushes, take his outfit, and then make our way over to the kitchen window, and we're going to make our way inside. Now we need to do this, basically we need to take out the surveillance system, because when we knock everybody in the house out, if the system is running, it will alert other people, and for some reason, even though it's not considered a hostile item or thing, you will lose your silent assassin rating. So once the guard had his back to us, we could then take out the surveillance system, duck back out through the window, add our insecticide to the fumigation machine, and then all we have to do now is await the arrival of our target and his personal bodyguard. So the one person who leaves the building and could mess up everything is unconscious in a bush, and all we have to do is make sure that when Nolan Cassidy and his bodyguard return, they are fully into the kitchen before we trip the fumigation machine. We don't want to catch them. Sometimes they stop in the doorway and they won't be affected, so let them get right inside the kitchen before activating the machine. But once we do, everybody in the house will be rendered unconscious immediately, and we can then find Nolan Cassidy, and we are going to drag him all the way upstairs and throw him out of one of the windows. The window in the bedroom here is probably your best bet. It's at the side of the house, so not many people can see you.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
So we're more than halfway through. We're just gonna exit the Cassidy residence via the front door, and we're now gonna head for the house with the boat outside. So we're just gonna take the shortest possible route we can to get there, cut through the garden for the house for sale, and then into the garden with the boat outside, and we're gonna lockpick our way into the garage, and we're going to utilize the tunnel that leads to Janus's house. So into the back of the garage, lockpick another door, make our way down into the music inspired basement, and then lockpick yet another door where we will encounter a very small room with apparently only one exit. Except if we pull this book here, Greed, we expose a secret passage that leads us directly to Janus's house. There's a couple of outfits in here as well, one of them being Janus's bodyguard outfit. So we're going to grab that before we open the door to Janus's basement. The basement is occupied by an enforcer, so we're just going to wait for him to move away before we approach the desk at the back of the room here, grab the photograph, and that is all of our clues taken care of. So that just leaves the man himself, Janus. So we're going to make our way up to the first floor. Now if the bodyguard enforcer up here is on the left, head up the stairs around to your right. If he's on the right, head up the stairs and around to your left. Either way, you want to end up in the bathroom, and what we're going to do in here is overflow the sink, and we're going to lure in both of the patrolling guards in the corridor into this room, and we're going to pounce on them very quickly as well. We're not going to wait around. So once the first guard comes into the room, we're going to immediately close the door behind him, render him unconscious. There's nowhere to hide him in this room, so we're just going to pull him around the corner here and leave him right here. And we're then going to rinse and repeat the same procedure for the second patrolling guard on the corridor, and eventually Janus and his bodyguard will make their way upstairs. They should be heading this way very shortly. So once we have the second bodyguard unconscious, we have the top floor to ourselves. We are gonna use the exact same trick one last time, and we're gonna try and lure Janus's personal bodyguard, whose name escapes me at the moment, into the bathroom once again. They are now upstairs, so hopefully this will distract the bodyguard, which it seems to have done. Gunther, that was your name, I remember now. So for me, this didn't quite work out. Gunther didn't actually come and investigate. He went back to his usual routine. But eventually, he came in and we were able to render him unconscious. We just left him where he was. So all that's left for us to do is to pounce on Janus. And as I said, because Gunther didn't quite react the first time round, I did have to wait for Janus to go back through his routine and return upstairs, which did keep me waiting around for a little while. But eventually Janus did return, and we can then throw him out of the bathroom window.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with you.
So with our final target now dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. And we are going to utilize the tunnel because, as I mentioned earlier, there is a second outfit in here, and that would be the garbage man outfit. And if we continue on through the tunnel, it will bring us out right by the garbage truck exit, making it the nearest available exit. So there we go, Whittleton Creek taken care of with only accident falls or falling object kills. And we did it all as a silent assassin. So join us in the next episode of We All Fall Down, where we will attempt to take down the sisters Zoe and Sophia on the Isle of Scale. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.